Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and when we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a pretty interesting show for you guys here today that I think a good amount of you are absolutely going to enjoy. So let's get into this topic here. So today I want to talk a little bit about Giannis Antetokounmpo, who many consider to be the best player in the world. Now, I think Giannis is the best player in the world. Y'all know I'm a Kawhi Leonard fan, and I cannot come out here and say Kawhi Leonard is better because, quite frankly, Giannis is having a better season than Kawhi Leonard. He's having a bigger impact than Kawhi Leonard. And when we get to the playoffs, that'll be a different story, but let Kawhi do something before I start giving him that type of praise. So Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in the world. Some people would disagree. Some people, like Stephen A. Smith, for example, will say that it's Kevin Durant, right? He believes it's him. Some people may say it's Joel Embiid, whoever, right? But nevertheless, he's one of the top three players in the world. So Giannis is a beast. And just last night, as a matter of fact, to further solidify the point I just made by saying he was a beast, they had a very impressive win against the Sacramento Kings, the team my cousin roots for, actually. He had 46 points in that game. I believe Giannis had 5 turnovers, 4 assists, 1 steal, 12 rebounds, shot 85%, close to 86% from the free throw line, which is good for him. Made 2 of his three-pointers, shot 100% from the three, and shot 68% from the field. An efficient game with a big 46 points in that game. And Giannis is most likely going to be one of the top 3 vote getters for MVP this season. Now, one of the reasons I believe a lot of fans like Giannis is because Giannis is like a throwback player. In the NBA that we play in today, with all of the buddy and hugging it up and all of this stuff that we got going on, Giannis is one of these guys that has like an old soul. He's like an old school player. Giannis is one of these guys that doesn't really want to hang out with you, doesn't really want to be your friend, doesn't really want to practice with you, doesn't want to do any of those things, which is the total opposite of the current AAU NBA that we find ourselves in today. And this morning, was doing some research and I came across an audio of Giannis basically explaining where he got the inclination to be that type of player that really doesn't like to be chummy with a lot of his contemporaries. But before we get into his comments, this video is brought to you by our sponsor Aura, who's also the official sponsor of the T-Wolves. Do you know what the fastest growing crime in America is today? It's identity theft. Imagine trying to log into your email only to see that your password has been changed. Then you start getting weird notifications from your bank and credit cards only to find out that all of your personal and sensitive information has been totally compromised. If you think it can happen to you and your family, just know that in 2020, over 49 million Americans were victims to identity theft, costing them a combined $56 billion. That is why we are excited to partner with Aura, who's the sponsor of this video. Aura is the #1 identity theft and financial fraud protection. Aura monitors the dark web and alerts you if any of your passwords and accounts have been breached. And funny enough, after using Aura, I discovered some of my credentials were floating around in the dark web, and the app showed me exactly when and where the breach happened. In addition, Aura allows you to set spending alerts and they'll notify you of any suspicious transactions. Aura is 4 times faster than any of its competitors in alerting you if someone is trying to open a credit card or obtain a loan using your name. And remember this, every 14 seconds someone becomes a victim of identity fraud. Don't let it happen to you. Now click the link in the description and try Aura for free for 2 weeks and see if any of you or your family's personal information has been compromised. Start your free trial at aura.com/dreamerspro. And when you try Aura, by using the link in the description below, also know that you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do is we want to play exactly what Giannis had to say here, and then we're going to come back and react to it. Take a listen to that.
That's how he's going to be.
A lot of stars in the NBA have a lot of close relationships, very public close relationships with people they compete against. Why don't people see that from you?
I don't know. Was Kobe ever close with his...
Nope.
Yeah, like, was Kevin Garnett ever close with his the guys he played against? Or Jordan or all these guys, LeBron? I think it's just being competitive. If I know that I'm going to play against them and I'm going to see them in the playoffs, or I'm going to see them in many more years to come, I try to stay away and not build a relationship, because I know that when I get on the court, I'm going to go 100%. And maybe if I build a relationship with somebody or I'm close to somebody, he probably expect me to go 50% or take it easy on him. But I don't want things holding me back when I go out there and play.
What happens when an opponent tries to help you up off the court?
I just usually give him a hand, and if he is willing to help me out, yeah, of course, he can help me out.
So you heard what Giannis Antetokounmpo had to say there. Here are my thoughts. What Giannis just said, a lot of NBA fans are going to love that. A lot of NBA fans are going. Now he mentioned LeBron. I didn't understand that part. LeBron is like one of the kings of let's hug it out. Like the Banana Boat crew. He was on the Banana Boat. I believe it was with Dwayne Wade and I think Carmelo Anthony. They were part of that Banana Boat, or was it Chris Paul? One of them, right? That's where the whole Banana Boat crew came from. It was from them. So I didn't understand that part. Maybe he was just paying respect to LeBron, as he always does, Giannis. But I think what he said is something that a lot of NBA fans will appreciate. A lot of NBA fans today are dying for a more competitive product, and you can see that during the All-Star game. This last All-Star game that just passed. This is the hug it up era, man. This is the hug it up, give me a hug era. You saw that All-Star game. Nobody was interested in playing any defense whatsoever because I don't want to make my man look bad. I'm going to get my windmill. You're going to get your windmill. I'm going to lob it up to you. You're going to lob it up to me. You're going to get me up. You're going to let me get my reverse layup. I'm going to let you get yours. Hey, dap it up, man. Hey, good to see you on the other side of the court. I'm coming. You see me again, man? Hey, man, I missed you. I know it's only been like 3 seconds, but I'm so happy to see you again. It's one big hugathon right now. And I think that's one of the reasons why some of these guys may have an issue with Giannis. Some current NBA players been taking little jabs at Giannis. Some of them, Chris Paul and others, all he does is dunk. I wish I could just be that tall and I can. That's the thing about Giannis. What Giannis does is so easy, yet nobody else is doing it. But Giannis, I believe he is diametrically opposed to a lot of the philosophies that these guys hold, which is let's just all be friends. Giannis is like, I don't want to practice with you, and that's the same way Kobe and these dudes were. You heard what Michael Jordan said when they first joined that super team in Miami. He was like, I would never call up Larry and Magic and hey, let's join forces. He's like, I would want to beat those guys. A lot of those guys are just competitive. You saw Kobe in the Olympics documentary. Those players, LeBron, D-Wade, Carlos Boozer, I think Amari Stoudemire, all of those guys, that was the first time they got an up-close look at how Kobe Bryant went about his business. Why is that? Because he was never around these dudes. And I can appreciate that because we are direct competitors. I don't want to practice with you. If I'm an NBA player, I don't want to practice with you. Now, some people say, no, it's good to play against the best. No, I don't believe that. I don't want you to see what I'm working on. I don't want to give you an insight on how I'm trying. Maybe after I retire, then I can give up the game and tell you some of the things that I know. But while we're competing, we're not on the same. You ain't hanging out with me. We ain't training. The only people I'm training with are my teammates. That's it. That's the only people I'm playing. Maybe I may meet you and have a pickup game somewhere. Yeah, if we're in the same place, yeah, I'll play you in a pickup game. But we're not training together. Absolutely not. You're my competitor. And this is not even just in sports. If you're in a business, man, if you're running a company and you guys are working in team, what the hell? So, okay, let's all work together. Go get that other company. Google, come on in. Facebook, come on in. This guy, come on. Let's all just work together. Hell no. They don't want you to know some of their secrets and all of their best practices. No, they don't want you to know it. We'll do what we do. And at the end of the day, we'll see who's the best. It's called competition, and there's nothing wrong with it. And I think it's something that a lot of fans appreciate in the hug it up cupcake era.